Welcome to 61B, one of our archive strong rooms. This is one of 6 strong rooms that we have, where we have the archive. We have 12 miles of shelving of documents. You see, it's quite big. We have roller shelves in order to get as much as possible in. In many ways, when we take people behind the scenes and show them, it doesn't look the most exciting. We have lots of shelves with brown boxes. This is because we want to keep things in the best possible condition, and these boxes are acid-free ones. They keep any dust or anything out. We also regularly clean in here as well to protect them. They are at a stable temperature and humidity, so they can be hopefully kept in the best possible conditions. So whenever people want to access these things next year, 100 years, our oldest thing is 900 years old, people will still be able to do that. Now, we do realise that most people at home will not have conditions equal to these, which is one of the reasons why with schools, businesses and organisations, we do recommend, if you can deposit with us, we can keep things here in these conditions, and they're also accessible to people. But people often want to keep their own records and information that are personal just to them, and so one thing we often recommend is having boxes. If you can get acid-free boxes, so much the better, in order to store things in. And then it's about thinking about what you want to look at, what you want to keep, what tells you about your life, what is particularly special to you that you'd want to keep. Maybe photographs, maybe programmes of places you've been to, tickets of concerts you've been to, letters you've received, although it's obviously rather different in the electronic age of keeping that sort of information. But as we usually say, these are just boxes. Archives are full of boxes. It's what's inside is important. It's the stories that they tell, and the stories of whatever you would select for putting in your own box. What would tell people about your life in the future, or what would remind you in 10, 20 years' time about your life now. So in a moment we'll be getting a couple of boxes out and having a look and seeing what those two contain, and what the people who compiled those, what they selected for putting in their boxes.